I'm here in the studio right now with Sami Bienkowski, and I've known you for a bunch of years now. You're 23 years old.
Yes.
And you came in to talk a little bit about Ocean of Love. You've done this before.
Yes.
You are one of the strongest people that I've ever met. And you're a fighter.
Andy.
And you're a terrific, beautiful young lady. And you've just been going through a lot. And Ocean of Love has been there for your family. And what kind of cancer were you diagnosed back when you were 15?
I had stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma, but I am currently now battling Ewing sarcoma.
So they got rid of the original cancer.
Yes.
I remember, like, hearing great things about your health. Like you were off treatment, you were doing great. Then all of a sudden, then you're back on treatment. Then you were off treatment again, and then you're on maintenance, and now you're back on treatment again.
Yes.
How do you do this? What keeps you going? What keeps you fighting?
The biggest thing that I do, I know a lot of people ask me this, is I set goals for myself, and I try not to let cancer take over my life. I have to remember what I'm passionate about and what I want to do with my life, and I can't let it define me. So I try to make goals and set up things to look forward to. I remember a lot of times when I was in the hospital, like I just kept looking forward to, a vacation we were going to in the summer, or a friend I got to see at the end of the week when treatment was over, things like that. So
I remember when the Mets were in the World Series a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Me and you were like the happiest people.
We were like the only ones.
The only ones.
Yeah.
I was dancing on the Billboard. You were dancing down below.
Yeah.
We're like, we're going to the World Series. That was fantastic. And you went.
Yes.
And they didn't win when you were there.
No.
And here we are again. Mets fans. So I'm very glad that you came in. I'm very glad that you're smiling. How are you feeling overall with this new round of treatment you're on?
It's been really hard. I've been very tired and not able to do a lot of things that I normally do this summer, but I've been just trying to listen to my body and take a rest while I have the time to this summer, and just try to do as much as I can and taking it one day at a time and doing it at my own pace. So
we're here to talk about Ocean of Love. Tell me about your experience back when you were going back to 15 years old, of how they came into your life, what they've done for you and your family over the last 7 to 8 years or so.
So I was one of those ignorant people that had no idea about how many organizations there are out there that are willing to help you during a really tough time. So they were the first organization that stepped in. My social worker at my hospital connected us, and I just thought they were some nice people, and they would do something here or there, but I realized shortly after they did so much more than just a financial help. But it made me really comforting. It was really comforting to know that my family had someone to talk to. They had the caseworkers there. They went to the support groups. And, I was welcome to come in whenever I wanted. They would talk to me, make sure I was okay, get me anything I wanted. My mom would always joke, like, every time you come home from there, you come home with something. Just, they always have something to give you or something to make you smile. So events going on throughout the year. So it was really amazing to see, like, there's people that really care, that are there for you.
Over the last 7, 8 years, you've been very active with Ocean of Love as well.
Yes.
You've kind of taken on that role of helping other people out.
Yeah, that's something I'm very passionate about. I think it's really important for someone to have a person that they can talk to and relate to, because I really didn't have that when I was younger, and that was something I struggled with most. I just wanted to find somebody to talk to. And, my parents are there, but they don't know what it's like walking in with no hair as an underclassman in high school, and to not be able to play the sports you once did, and just have people look at you different. They don't understand that. So I really make it like a goal of mine to make sure that other people have a friend that gets it, somebody to listen to.
What would you tell parents or people who are listening to this right now, they're just really learning about Ocean of Love for the first time, that it's why it's so important that we raise the money for Ocean of Love, the $105,700 and beyond? Why is it so important we raise this money for Ocean of Love?
Because you never think that cancer can happen to you until it does. And if you are in that situation, there's a community there waiting for you. People often support you in the beginning, but they, sometimes forget about the daily struggle they go through for the rest of the year. Not just 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Some kids are, or you're like me, that's, been battling since I was 15. And these people are still here no matter what. Whenever I need something, I know I can go to them. And this is a nightmare for some families, and they really need that support from the community. You know, my car had issues recently, and I have no money, and I didn't know who else to go to. So I asked, you know, Ocean of Love, and they stepped right in, paid for it. You know, I said, I have an appointment tomorrow. I can't get there. And they stepped right in, and I was able to get there safely. And it's just really important that people come together and help.
Do your parents still stay active or still stay in touch with Ocean of Love as well?
Yes. You know, they went to a lot of the support groups more when I was first diagnosed and they were struggling. And, you know, they mostly, you know, they still struggle, but they don't need it as much as some other new families that are going through it. But they still go to the support groups to, you know, give advice and support other new families that, you know, were once in their shoes. So they like to go and, you know, help other families and come to the Billboard.
What would you say your life would be like without Ocean of Love?
I try to think about that sometimes. I have thought about it, and I really don't know. Like I said in the beginning, I had nobody when I was first diagnosed. I didn't know of many organizations besides Ocean of Love. I didn't even know of things out there. You know, Linda would tell my parents of give us advice and tell us to not take crap from doctors that are, you know, telling me one thing and then doing another. And, you know, just I don't know what we would have done without that emotional support, that financial support, and, you know, the gas cards they give you to get back and forth from the hospital. Just there's so many little things that I just can't imagine my life without them.